10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. يا صباح الفل، ازيكم عاملين ايه؟ How are you all doing guys? Hope you're doing fantastic. First of all, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and Happy New Year for everyone celebrating. I wish it inshallah to be way better year than the last one for all of us. Today we still continue with the phrases about Christmas or Eid al-Milad in Arabic, the one that we did in the last episode. If you didn't watch it, inshallah I'll leave the link for you in the description. It's very important, watch it either before or after, but you have to watch it. And today inshallah we'll be mainly talking about the New Year's in Arabic, how to say the New Year's, what the people usually do and say. And also in the middle there is a very important phrase that a lot of people ask me about it because it doesn't really have a direct translation into English. So it's very, very important and maybe you've heard it before. So watch it till the end. And without any further ado, yalla bina, let's start.
كل عام وانت حبيبي، كل عام وانت بخير، كل عام وانت نصيبي مهما.
طيب, first of all, I want you to know that how we say the New Year's in Arabic is slightly different from English. Why? Because we use the word Ras el-Sana. Ras el-Sana. You might tell me, I've heard this word before. Ras, doesn't it mean head? Exactly, that's the word. That means literally word by word. Ras el-Sana in Arabic means the tip of the year or the head of the year. And by the way, quickly, we mentioned it before in the episode for the Islamic New Year. I'll try also to leave the link for you in the description or here or somewhere, okay? Tamam, so far so good. So I know that the New Year's in Arabic usually referred as Ras al-Sana, the head or the tip of the year, right? Also, you might hear it as a full phrase, Ras al-Sana al-Miladiyya. Ras al-Sana al-Miladiyya. You remember from part 1 we spoke about Christmas in Arabic. It is Eid al-Milad al-Magid, right? Eid al-Milad is the birthday or the birth feast for Jesus Christ. صح? So that means Ras al-Sana al-Miladiyya. I'm just making it unique that it is about Milad al-Masih, the birth of Christ, of Jesus Christ, right? Different from the other one that we spoke about in the Islamic New Year, because if you remember the name, it was Ras al-Sana al-Hijriya or al-Hijriya in Masry, the one for the immigration or the migration of the Prophet Muhammad. So yalla, let's recap quickly. How can I say the two main New Years in Arabic? I have Ras al-Sana al-Miladiyya, the one for al-Masih, for the Christ, and also the one we said earlier, Ras al-Sana al-Hijriya or al-Hijriya, which is the one for the migration of the Prophet Muhammad. تمام؟
وانتي حياتي، كل عام وانتي هواي، احساسي.
طيب, تمام. So far I know that Ras al-Sana or Ras al-Sana al-Miladiyya, this is how I say the New Year's. What about if I want to say the New Year's Eve? How can I say the evening in Arabic? Evening is Layla, Layla, or in Fushat it's pronounced Layla, by the way, but in Masri it is Layla. So it will be Laylat Ras el-Sana, Laylat Ras el-Sana. You'll tell me, why is it Layla, but now the full phrase it became Laylat. We spoke about it once in another episode, but quickly, any female word in Arabic ends with ta' marbuta. When I add it to anything, this ta' marbuta, I have to pronounce it as normal ta'. So as you see here, this word Layla is a female word, right? Because it ends with ta' marbuta. So quickly, the rule is when I have a female word ends with ta' marbuta, when I add it to anything, this ta' marbuta has to be pronounced normally as normal ta'. So it will be Layla as a standalone, but now I'm saying the New Year's Eve, it became part of something, added to something, which is exactly how to say this rule in Arabic. It's called al-mudaf ilay, the added to. So now I added to something, right? It's not a standalone anymore. So it will be Laylat Ras el-Sana, which inshallah will be a separate episode because it's a very important rule. We'll talk about it in details. Tamam? So now back to the story. How can I say the New Year's Eve, I will say ليلة راس السنة. ليلة راس السنة. Okay, so now you might ask me, okay, Muhammad, in Arabic it's common to say راس السنة. Can I say it normally same as English, the New Year's? It's okay, it's possible. How to say new in Arabic is جديد. جديد or جديد in Fusha, but in Masry, جديد, right? So to say the new year, word by word, it will be السنة الجديدة. السنة الجديدة.
And don't ask me why is it الجديد and not الجديد, okay? I'll be short.
Just getting to remind you of the very important rule that we always repeat, even we said it in part 1, that be careful in Arabic. If the noun is male, the adjective has to be male as well. And if it is a female, the adjective has to follow. So for example, the word جديد, I'll use it if the noun is male. So for example, I can say الباب الجديد, the new door, because the word باب is male. But here in our example, the word سنة is female. In زوتا مربوطة, so it has to be السنة الجديدة or السنة الجديدة in فصحى. تمام? So now you can ask me, okay, can I say now ليلة السنة الجديدة? You can, it will be a word by word, the New Year's Eve. However, as I told you, the word راس السنة or the phrase راس السنة is more common.
انت السنة اللي عشتها بعمري انا وانت السنة.
Right, now with the second part, which will be about what usually the people do in راس السنة or ليلة راس السنة, which is quite similar to anywhere all over the world. It will be just celebrations and stuff. But I care about 3 new words that are usually connected to Ras al-Sana. And no, actually 4. 4 new words for you related to Ras al-Sana and what the people do. So let's go. Type the first event that people usually do, or actually it's a practice, not event, in Ras al-Sana, which is simply for the Christian people, al-Masihiyin, if you remember how to say Christians. So usually they go to the church, which is a word we actually didn't say in the first part, very important. How to say church in Arabic is kanisa or al-kanisa, the church, you know. Right, tamam. So that's the first practice some people like to do in Laylat Ras al-Sana. They go to al-kanisa to pray. So that's our first important word for Laylat Ras al-Sana, which is al-kanisa or al-kanisa. Right, tamam. Now the second practice or the second thing that people usually do all over the world for Laylat Ras al-Sana. And actually there are 3 things and 3 new important words for you. I prefer to memorize them together, which are خروجات, حفلات, سهرات. خروجات, سهرات, حفلات. خروجات means outings. Saharat, that's the word that I mentioned in the very beginning, that it's a new word and a lot of people ask me about it, which is usually staying up in the night. We'll come back to it in details later, don't worry. And the last word is حفلات, means parties. خروجات, سهرات, حفلات. Can be song actually. خروجات, سهرات, حفلات. خروجات, سهرات, حفلات.
Ladies and gentlemen, starring tonight, the one and only DJ.
Are you ready? It's showtime.
خروجات, سهرات, حفلات. خروجات, سهرات, حفلات.
خروجات سهرات حفلات حفلات سهرات خروجات خروجات سهرات حفلات
حفلات سهرات خروجات خروجات خروجات.
Anyways, let's speak about each of them in details. The first word خروجات, which is actually plural, the singular is خروجة or خروج. خروج is very important word, means outings or even going out in general. You'll find it even as a sign anywhere you go. You know, the exit sign. It will be usually خروج. By the way, it will be of course خروج in فصحى. So for example, I can say أنا بحب الخروج. I like to go out or I like outings. أنا بحب الخروج. So خروج or خروج is exit or outing or going out. تمام? Let's speak about the third word first, حفلات, because it's quite faster. حفلات is the plural of حفلة. حفلة means party. And now I can connect it to the phrase we said in the beginning of the episode. So I can say حفلة راس السنة, or even bigger, حفلة ليلة راس السنة. Why حفلة? Again, same rule as we said, it will be ليلة and ليلة راس السنة. حفلة راس السنة. Why? Because it's a female word, which is of course something very common in راس السنة. You'll find most of the famous singers and the celebrities are way booked before for راس السنة, for حفلة راس السنة, to sing, and they travel sometimes to other countries, same as almost everywhere. طيب تمام, so now I know that خروج or خروجة is outing and حفلة is party. What about the last one that we skipped? سهرة and سهرات. This is the one that I told you about, that it's a little bit confusing for some people. Why? Because it doesn't have direct word for it in English. So simply let's explain it. سهرات is the plural of the word سهرة, coming from the word سهر. What does it mean? سهر, it's actually staying up in the night. That means simply it's a word connected to the night, or spending the night up, if you can call it like that. So that means if you're simply going out somewhere, you're gonna enjoy the night, you'll stay, let's say, up to 2-3 in the morning out, we can call this سهرة. تمام? So that means I can call it سهرة راس السنة, because logically راس السنة is related to the night. So سهرة راس السنة. And quickly, since we're talking about this important word سهرة and سهرات, how to say the adjective, how to describe the person who's still up or awake in the night.
It is سهران. سهران for male, سهرانة for a female. And obviously it's a word related to the night, so it's very famous in the songs and stuff.
So that means simply when I meet someone that he's awake in the night up to a late hour, I can ask him why you are سهران, as we're gonna see right now. ايه يا معلم, ازيك, عامل ايه, كله تمام؟ تمام الحمد لله. ايه مالك سهران ليه؟ مش عارف والله, مش جالي نوم. انت سهران ليه؟ انا كمان سهران, عندي امتحان بكره ان شاء الله. ربنا معاك ان شاء الله. ان شاء الله. يلا يا معلم, تصبح على خير. يلا وانت من اهل. So for example, some of the famous phrases for this word سهرة that you might hear a lot. You can hear السهرة النهاردة عند محمد. السهرة النهاردة عند محمد means the night today by Muhammad, at Muhammad's house, let's say. السهرة النهاردة عند محمد. Also, for example, I remembered now when I was a kid, they used to present in the TV the movie, the night movie, as فيلم السهرة. You see? فيلم السهرة. Why? Because it's the movie in the night time. So فيلم السهرة. طيب تمام. So now we learned 4 new words related to the things that the people usually do in راس السنة or ليلة راس السنة. The first one, they might go to الكنيسة if they want to pray, right? Also the 3 ones that we said all together: خروجات, سهرات, حفلات. خروجات, سهرات, حفلات. تمام? No need to sing again, okay? And that was it for today. I'm sorry, I know it was a bit long, but always try to get the best out of it. إن شاء الله أتمنى تكون سنة سعيدة عليكم upon all of you guys. I really wish today's lesson was informative to you. You learned something new. Don't forget to watch part 1 if you haven't yet. And also don't forget to follow me on the other social network channels. We have different materials there. I really wish you سنة جديدة سعيدة for all of you and all of your family and friends, inshallah, to be way better. And until we meet in the next time, remember, إرادة is our key. سلام.
سنة الحياة نبعد ندور ونمشي في مليون